9 physics. We are in continuation with the chapter of management. We are in continuation with the chapter of measurement. Our last class, it was the outcome of our quantities where one astronomical unit value, light year, light minute, light second, parsec. These all were for bigger units corresponding with their meter units. The smaller units of length were also taken as angstrom unit, as 10 to the power minus 10 meter, 1 nanometer, 1 micron, 1 femtometer. That is Fermi. This much were done. Today we work on with the measurement of mass, matter contained in a body called mass. Matter contained in a body called mass. Advanced definition of mass will be, that is the measure of inertia also. Measure of inertia also mass. So its unit, the SI unit, as it is kilogram. This kilogram unit happens to be its correspondingly with a smaller value of its unit as 1000 gram, which is known to us. So SI unit of mass being 1 kilogram. This definition is well established. That is quantity of mass of 1 liter of pure water at the temperature 4 degrees Celsius. Because we know 4 degrees Celsius is such a temperature at which the pure water always attains its maximum density. So the 4 degrees Celsius is to be taken in the definition part. That is 1 kilogram will be as such that the exact value of its mass of water of 1000 milliliter or 1 liter volume of pure water at 4 degrees Celsius. I must quote from the textbook. In the textbook, this was spoken there that around 130 years old, the definition of kilogram was going to be redefined again. If it is redefined yet, it is yet to be known to our level. It was said that last year in May, another well-defined form of a kilogram was supposed to come. We have not yet got that definition yet. It is, I refer it from your textbook of page number 4. You can see there after the bold letter definitions of 1889, the name of the year 1889. Just after that, it is mentioned there. Now the subunits of kilogram, as we just now found, it is one is gram, and again 1 kilogram is further, which is very much in use in milligram section, that is 10 to the power 6 milligram. These two are commonly used. These two are very commonly used. The units as submultiple of kilogram. We then proceed to that multiple units of kilogram as a bigger unit. These were the smaller units. Smaller units. The bigger units. The bigger units. 1 quintal as 100 kilogram. Correspondingly, that can be converted to gram section and milligram section as well if it is required. Another is metric ton. This metric ton unit happens to be 1000 kilogram. Now, why such changes there? Why smaller and bigger units are in use? We must know it. Because smaller units are for very, very small particles, small grains. If that is in quite huge amount, that time we require the bigger units as such. Our food grains are normally measured in a quintal, that is of 100 kilogram units. It cannot be such way difficult to handle if it is in milligram or if it is in gram. So the bigger units are also in use. So in the length sections also you can find we have the smaller units as well as bigger units. They are metric units as well as SI units as well as non-SI unit or non-metric unit as well, as per it is the requirement. So the multiple units you must go for. Now non-metric units of mass as smaller units, much smaller units, means even smaller than milligram. That can be said as atomic mass unit. In short, we write it as AMU. It can also be said as unified atomic mass, and that is denoted as U. We know that these units are required for a very, very small particles called subatomic particles. For calculating mass of subatomic particles means proton, neutron, electrons. These are very such small particles which are invisible, even it cannot be seen through the microscopes. So their masses are also very, very small. That way, it is measured as in terms of AMU. That is atomic mass unit. 1 AMU, just in the textbook, 1 AMU, that is atomic mass unit, is 1/12 of the mass of one atom of carbon 12. That is carbon isotope 12. That is 1 AMU value is equal to, it can be defined as 1/12th part of 12th part of an atom of C12, that is carbon 12. So if you calculate, the calculation is also there. You find it that the value of this taken from the Avogadro's number. It is of a value given here in terms of kilogram unit. And there you break it down, that is 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. This much of value of its mass per unit of gram will be a value for its atomic mass unit. As a result, it can be calculated, plain calculation, 1 by 12 part of 12 gram value comes to be for 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 number of atoms of carbon. I'm converting that directly to kg because 12 gram when converted to kg it will be 0.012, that is the difference of 1 by 1000 part. That's why it is coming to be 26 over here. So this much of the value. So ultimately this 12 will get cancelled and you will ultimately getting the direct value to be noted and to be taken in mind as it is 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 27. It will be 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 27 in kg when you break it down to the decimal form with its magnitude as 1.66. Obviously, this minus 27 will be there as you break it down 100 by 602. As you go for the decimal fractions, it will be as such. So it is a direct value of 1 AMU. This is to be taken in mind. In the book also you just underline that because these references will always be required. Now a bigger mass. A smaller mass is required for very, very small quantity, very, very small amount of its mass value. So bigger units. Obviously we are talking about the non-metric units. As it is said, a solar mass. Solar refers to the sun, the mass of the sun. Solar mass. Its magnitude will be 2 multiplied with 10 of 30 kg. This solar mass is the mass of the sun, which is also to be taken a reference line, direct value, because they may be required later on. So these all coming to be in the form of its mass value, as here I include one more, solar mass. To the list. These lists are also to be taken down and it is better if you can memorize them because they may require as direct objective questions or even sometimes doing the numerical problems. We go for time.